Lalo Diaz has been good enough to join us now. As I mentioned, he's in charge of coordinating the processing of victims' bodies. Sir, our hearts are with you tonight. I can't even imagine what you've been through. What should our viewers know about your experience?
Well, it's not one that I ever prepared for, that you wanted to have happen. When I'm sitting here in my desk yesterday around noontime, and I saw the message come through that there was an active shooter. Of course, as a justice of the peace, I'm not a first responder. I respond once they need me. I heard, of course, rumors that there was 2, maybe 3. And when you get to the scene, when I'm finally called out, get there roughly around 2:30 in the afternoon, and I find out that they told me at first it was 16 or 17 victims, my heart just dropped. I couldn't believe what was getting ready to happen. But it was, I had a lot of support yesterday. I went in with the Rangers immediately, and I had a quick meeting with them. We suggested that we call in the Bexar County Chief Medical Examiner, Dr. Molina. So I called her, sent her an email, giving her authority to come into the county and assist us with the situation. 2 hours later, she came in. We were able to go in at that time. I gave her authority to go ahead and enter the scene with me. And at that point, we had to assess how we were going to identify the children and what we were going to do to try to ensure that we had a process in place in order to get them to the medical examiner's office later that evening. And we were able to go through that process. As of today, I've worked all day in my office, coordinating with the medical examiner's office since 2:30 this morning to ensure that they had all the proper information as far as proper names, dates of birth, next of kin.
Sure.
And as of 4 o'clock this afternoon, we were notified that 9 of the victims are being released this afternoon. They should be here later this evening, and the rest should be released later tonight or first thing in the morning. So my job has been really to get these victims back to their families, because it's heartbreaking knowing that a child, that a parent has lost a child or a loved one, and they cannot spend immediate time with them. There's a process that has to take place, and our job is to get them back to their family, back to their town, back to their funeral home, so that they can be with their family immediately.
Lalo, it is hard across the street from this school, knowing that the remains of those victims are inside. And I personally, and we as a network, want to respect the privacy of those families and the deceased inside. And at the same time, we think it's important that people understand what it is that was reality inside that double classroom. And to the degree that you can, if you can help our viewers understand what you saw, I'd appreciate it.
So the bodies were removed yesterday by 10 p.m. By 10 p.m., all the bodies, I signed an order, and 20 victims were sent to the Bexar County Medical Examiner last night. We were up most of the night with them to ensure that they had proper information, identification there to make a proper ID and to get the information back so that we could get them processed, get them started, and then get them back to their families. So they're not there anymore. They were released. They were taken out last night. Now, as far as preparing yourself for a scene, by the time we got there, we understand that first responders, when they went in, had moved some children around a little bit because they were trying to get to the victims that needed medical assistance, that still needed to get to the hospital. So when we got there, of course, there was a little bit of chaos because there was children in different rooms because of the way they were moved. So we had to assess that, go one by one, but just a horrific scene, one that I really do not care to describe because it's one that I don't care to remember as much. I know it's always going to be in my head. I'm always going to remember it because I saw it. But it was just something that you don't prepare for to see in your town,
No, of course
to the
not.
loved ones that you care about.
How could